So, I bought this Mazda Rx7 probably 8 or 10 years ago. I drove it with a rotary motor in it for a couple of years, welded the diff and modded the knuckles on it. And from there, pretty much just taught myself how to drift. I'm lucky enough that I have some really good friends that taught me how to drive. Kind of told me what to do, like the little things to sort of get me going.
If you say so, I believe you.
Drove a bunch of events and said, oh, I want more power. So I had a Mustang that was here at the shop, and it was like an 89 Mustang Cobra. Took the motor out of it. My friend Chris and I spent 2 days straight putting the motor in this car and drove it for a little bit. I kind of hated the way it drove. That was like, as soon as I put that V8 in it, it sounded cool, but I just didn't like the way the car drove. Like really, it was a small block Ford motor, or small block Ford motor, so it kind of handled, it was really heavy, so it handled funny, the car pushed really bad, and I just didn't like it. It made good power, but like, it didn't make enough power for how good it felt. So I kind of just stopped driving it and parked it at my storage garage. I don't know, I've always been saying I'm gonna redo the Rx7, I'm gonna like rebuild it, build some JDM Dream Machine, and the reality is, I don't need some JDM Dream Machine. I just need a fun drift car that's gonna be reliable and kind of do what I want it to do. I don't wanna be messing around with the thing overheating, or I don't wanna be dealing with like engine problems or transmission problems or whatever. So like, I've kind of toyed with a million different ideas of like what drivetrain to put in it. And when it comes down to it, as much as I don't wanna put an LS in it, because it's sort of like LS, RX-7, like whatever, but for what I'm trying to do, it's the perfect motor to do it. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna make the power that I want it to make, it's gonna be super reliable, and it's gonna be cool. I just, you know, I don't want it to sound like some old junk pickup truck that, you know, has a broken exhaust, you know, like exhaust manifold gasket issue or something, you know what I mean? I wanna make it cool. I'm probably gonna turbo it, not for really for the power. I'd be fine with the, you know, 300 horsepower that the motor is gonna give me, but I just want it to make cool turbo sounds. So it's gonna be, I got a aluminum 5.3 LS. It's gonna be T56 transmission, and I'm probably gonna turbo it just because, again, I want it to sound cool. So that's what I'm gonna do. Kind of like started the rebuild of this car. Took the motor out of it, cleaned up the engine bay. I used Steel It, which is like this kind of spray paint that we use here. It's kind of like, it's a great finish. It looks good. It's got about the durability of like what powder coat is. So anyways, I cleaned up the engine compartment, degreased it, got rid of all the scuds. I am gonna tube the front end. I have a front tube kit coming from Rob Parsons, and I also have a cage coming from him. The car is gonna get redone. Anyways, this is the start to redoing my FC. I took all the sound deadening material out. We're using dry ice, and obviously dashes out of it. And all of this, you know, once it's caged, all this is gonna get cleaned up and then caged and painted and made nice. That's pretty much it. Enjoy. So the front subframe is gonna come out, get cleaned up, and painted. All right. I have a paint booth, but no, I'm not using it because there's stuff in the booth right now. So I'm just using Steel It again on this front, what is this thing called? Front subframe for my Mazda RX-7. So again, this is the stuff we use, Steel It. It's expensive. They don't pay me to say it's awesome, and they don't even give me any kind of a discount on it. But I buy it by the case. It's like 300 or maybe it's about 300 bucks for a case of it. Or you can buy it by the gallon, but I just buy it in these cans because it makes it easier. This stuff works awesome. It covers really, really well. You do a few coats of this over a media blasted finish. It's direct to metal, and it's like a high build. It fills all like the little gaps, or not gaps, but you know, like the pits and stuff like that. It basically coats or covers similar to how powder coat does. I talk a lot about this stuff because it works really good. So just for the first coat, the directions say to kind of go kind of light. I don't know. I guess I'm probably going heavier than I should, but this is how I do it. So if I'm doing it wrong, I'm sorry, but this is what I do. So anyways, I'll probably do maybe 3 coats. Yeah, everybody. So I have no real way to end this video other than to say I'm rebuilding my RX-7 and I'm filming it all. Some of the videos are gonna be a little bit boring, some of them are gonna be awesome. This video probably a little bit boring. I sandblasted some stuff and painted some stuff and sprinkled a little bit of old driving footage in there. But either way, it's an old car, it has old problems. You know, if I had a new car, I wouldn't have to fix any of this rusty crusty stuff because it wouldn't be rusty crusty yet. My car's at 87, you know? I'm in the restoration business. It's just my nature to like want to remake something nice, you know, and it's not hard to like just clean it up a little bit. This car isn't like some crazy high level build. It's kind of just a little bit above a missile car build. But if you like it, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell. I don't know what the bell does, but I think it has something to do with like notifications or whatever. I've never hit the bell for any of the videos I subscribe to, but I recommend you hit the bell, and you also have a great day.